Hey there, unicorns, it's Friday, November 11th, 2011. Today's video comes to you in two parts. First part, today's 11/11/11. It is the very last binary day that we will have in this century. To me, that's kind of a big deal. Also, if it's not 11/11/11 yet where you are, you still have a chance to make an awesome epic wish. And I really don't know how to end that segment, so part 2, comic book movies. I know. I'm really out of my depth on this one. I know Andrea usually does videos like this regarding comic books and movies and comic book movies. But on Thursday, I picked up a few good ones for this weekend, and I really like them, and I wanted to talk about them a little bit. In case you were wondering, my movie selections were V for Vendetta, which Andrea and I watched last night, and by the way, it was her first time seeing it. The second movie I chose was Sin City, which in my opinion pays great homage to the genre of film noir, almost to the point of extremity. Plus, it's backed by an awesome cast. I mean, you got Bruce Willis, Benicio del Toro, Josh Hartnett, Michael Clarke Duncan, Elijah Wood managed to sneak in there somewhere. And some people might say it's kinda but to them I say, that's fine, you have your opinion. I love Sin City. And my final movie choice was The Spirit. Now at this point, people who like comic book movies might be like, whoa, really? The Spirit? Really? To them I say, yeah, really. When Will Eisner wrote the original comic The Spirit, he meant it as a satire of the detective comics of the time. And in my opinion, the movie version brings that out completely, as well as being quite visually stunning, if I must say so. You've got Samuel L. Jackson playing funny Samuel L. Jackson, while also being a badass. And then you've got Scarlett Johansson, who is I'm just saying, I like ScarJo. And I think even in the light of The Spirit, modern day revivals of superhero comic book movies aren't exempt. For example, The Spirit's "This is my city" monologue rings a little true of some Batman dialogue I've heard before. As for other comic book movies, I think it all really depends on what direction the director wants to take it in. For example, the Green Lantern movie, which I saw over the summer, I thought did a really good job of setting up for what's going to happen next in the series. Or rather, what was supposed to happen next in the series, but according to rumors, they're going to do a dark, gritty remake. Which, if you know the Green Lantern, you know is just horse hockey. It doesn't fit that genre like the Batman movies do. And also, in my opinion, Ryan Reynolds was a great Hal Jordan. Not so much a great Deadpool, though. On the other hand, you could have movies like Watchmen, directed by Zack Snyder. As I'm sure most of you know, Zack Snyder wanted to represent the comic in its truest form by taking every shot in the movie as if it were a panel from the comic. To me, that's astounding, and shows real faith in the original author, which I think a lot of comic book movies tend to shy away from, particularly because there are a lot of different authors, but still. And finally, you've got a movie like the poster I've got back there, Scott Pilgrim. Here's what's interesting about the Scott Pilgrim movie. For about the first half, it was incredibly, almost to the letter, faithful to every part of the comic, which covered volumes 1 through 3. And around that time was when I think the script started being written. Characters were left out, plot lines were completely undeveloped, and there was even an alternate ending where Scott ended up with knives. It was very different in the end, and however, despite being a fan of the original comic series, I still absolutely loved the movie, because I absolutely loved where Edgar Wright took it. For those of you who don't know, Edgar Wright also notably did Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. But comic book movies are a little bit of a volatile genre, and that's all I have to say on the subject. Completely unexpected third part! What a twist! For those of you who were contacted, I was planning on doing a Question Tuesday video this Tuesday, but I was feeling rather under the weather on Tuesday, so I decided to move my day to Friday. With that in mind, next week I will be making a Question Tuesday video, and I want everyone who did not, or if you did, I would like you to leave questions in the comment section for your comment homework. Please, you're allowed to leave multiple, and I will answer all of them. Alright, unicorns, that's all I have to say for this week. Until next week, University, out.